So we've got Uriah. We've
gotten to Iota yet.
Not yet. No, we've got Uriah over there, right? Uriah is enormous. Sure. The Danag Desert, which is Torna, right? That's a small part of Torna right there. Or we've got the Mechonis Hand right here. I know that Gormott was over in the Colony 9 area. I'm still betting money that giant spire is the Bionis Head. I know now, not confirmed by game, but I'm like so confident that building over there has to be the Agnes Castle. Such a good... Oh my god, there's a giant water! There's a giant lake underneath the hand! Oh, yo! I have not explored this lake yet.
Also, I like the fact that you can distinctly tell everything that came from Mechonis in this world.
Well, yeah, it's very mechanical compared to everything else. The area you came through looks like Satoral Marsh. I don't quite believe that, because we can see that area from here. Those don't really look like Satoral Marsh trees to me. I get what you're saying about the hanging lights, but that's like a little bit different from the Satoral Marsh trees, right? And both of those areas were from Xenoblade 1. And it seems confusing to me that the marsh, like an area from the Bionis' waist, would just wind up directly in the center of the Mechonis Hand. But that's just my thoughts on it. You might be right. Anyways. Whee! Oh god, it's a lake that's higher up. It's a lake that's higher than everything else.
Huh? What's his name?
Carafe of Plenty. Yo, if you managed to get here before you got to the distant fingertip, you look up, you're like, oh, that's a diving board right there. Fuck you, man. Yo, but you can't get up here. The only way to get in here is from the fingertip. Because this is a small little self-contained area, and the only way out of here is another jump.
Okay, buddy. Surprise me.
Another Nopon coin. Don't care about you, Arachno. Ether penguin fossil. Those are 3 words that don't belong together.
Ether penguin fossil.
This is something decent.
Yeah, and then you drop down into another body of water from here. And I've already been in that lake before. What's up, bird? Alright, so that's that section cleared out. Now we can come back to here and continue exploring. That quest marker is still so far south of where we've actually been. We've got the whole hand left to get through. Although I bet the colony is going to be off in that direction. So can anybody else confirm, or I guess not confirm, but weigh in? Do these look like trees from Satoral Marsh? I don't think so, but I want to know what other people think. Because I'm sure there's like a whole bunch of really obvious signs if you look at things side by side, if you want to go into that level of direct comparison.
They kind of do.
To me, the vibe just feels like general sort of ethereally lit swamp trees. I'm not getting a specific Satoral Marsh vibe from it. I'm getting a vibe that is also in Satoral Marsh, but is not Satoral Marsh. There's also a whole lot of black fog here.
Decent, right?
I get a Uriah vibe for me. Yeah, you see, like, I get that. And I would agree with that, except that Uriah is like the one place where we know for sure that it didn't get distributed amongst the rest of the landmass, because it's all right over there. Uriah didn't break up in any way. The whole continent is right there.
Yeah, Uriah is just one thing.
This is our first time here, isn't it?
Reminds me of an area in X. There was a bunch of white trees. That was the big swamp area, wasn't it? I mean, yeah, Sylvalum, wasn't that it?
I forget the names of the areas from X.
We talked about them a couple streams ago. There was Sylvalum, there was the jungle, which name I forgot. I know Primordia was the first big one. Now that you mentioned X, it reminded me of Sylvalum. I'm still not seeing anything that looks like a colony here.
Shall we deal with this?
I'm guessing it's further south.
Noctilum Jungle, that's the one. Yo, saw that container on the map and I gotta go get it. I'm realizing today especially, but I say yo a lot. Like a lot.
Yo
Though.
Yo no.
Oh, dead body. That big white one is probably a unique, right? It's gotta be.
Pretty rare
Get ready to fight.
Landmark. Puris palicolum? That's odd. That's a weird word. Pale column? Maybe it's pale column and I just fucked it up. Oh, a cave!
Looks like a new location. I'll whack 'em good.
Just getting distracted by exploration again.
Who doesn't get distracted?
They built the world for this. Yo, maybe it's Japanese. Maybe it's the Japanese influence. It's just like, hey, yo is a really common way of ending a sentence, and then my English self is like, no, but start sentences.
Looks like Yosh.
Yoshi's different. Yoshi's not something I hear or think about all that often. Like, once you know to look for it, yo ends a whole lot of sentences. And especially once you notice it, Keto. Keto starts becoming annoying with how much they say it. Bam. Yes, give me more pickups.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Did the music change?
Not to worry. Just stick to
I guess we can't find out because we just keep getting aggro. Recently realized my habit of saying hello when anyone comes in anywhere from Trigun. It was a running gag in the dub. I started saying hoy hoy. And by started saying, I mean I've been doing it for about 6 months and it's just worked its way into my vocab. And 100% that is just because of Najimi from Komi.
think you're all that.
Tommy can't communicate.
Yeah. Hoi hoi, hoi hoi. It's like
Hoi hoi.
it is my default greeting now, to the point where everybody in my house says it to me when they enter a room. I've successfully introduced a meme.
Hey, that's not your everyday chump.
I have shaped the culture by
You
just
have shaped your house to use that greeting.
I've embraced hoi hoi. It was one time when Chow mentioned. It was good. It was good. I have rights. It is my line. I have rights. Disagree. I will split it with you, but you cannot claim it over me. Yo!
Gotta be a tough. I can shine as brightly as anyone.
Another unique. In the bottom of a cave. Let's do it. And the Caterpiles don't really seem to give much of a shit, so that's fine with me. If I aggro one of them with an AoE, we can kill that one at that time. Gotta remember to actually use staying power on top of other allies. It's kind of a waste if I just use it on me. And right there is a good spot. Yes, yes, yes. Continue hitting me. Somebody pulled aggro. Okay, Noah pulled aggro. It's fine. How am I almost dead? Somebody heal me. Fusion first, please. I want to try and get the overkill on this one, if I can. Split Hoy, you get Hoy, and I get Hoy. Alright, we'll each get a Hoy. I'm fine with this. Yeah, man, I really like the Vanguard. The Lone Vanguard. This is a fun class to play. Like, hold aggro by being a big attacker. It's landing a lot better with me than Thaumaturge did, which was, like, attacker healer?
Yeah, the combat medic.
Yeah, no, wait, wait. Do you mean combat medic as in, like, a description? Because combat medic is a, like,
Yeah,
war medic is a class.
I think you heal by attack.
Gotcha, gotcha. If I can get him to under half HP, then I can actually kill him with the chain attack. And it looks very doable this time. Because we're not taking too much damage here. Although it is missing an awful lot. Big damage, big crits. Yeah, maybe that's the thing with this class. It seems like it recharges really fast. So I've always got something to do. Like, Blossom Dance is up every 6 seconds, it feels like. Boosh, 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 boosh. If I can get to Interlink level 3, then I can just Ouroboros order this thing down. Confirmation of a Figma figure for Mio. Nice. I've already got the collector's edition, so I'm probably not going to go out and buy that. I have been considering going and getting a figure for Shiki, because I saw a Shiki figure at some of the places that I went when I was getting souvenirs for back home. Just to, you know, show some love for Twewy.
Twewy is good.
Twewy's amazing. Okay, ban Interlink level 3. And if we do this at level 3... Yeah, there we go. Let's chain attack this guy. Do it in 2 orders. Big Bang Implosion. Multiply damage ratio. Yup, start with that. So that we can push this damage as high as possible. And then Uni, and then all 3 healers. Drop a bleed on you. Oh, never mind. Uni is gonna take me over 100. Damn it, Uni. By doing the most effective thing, I get more points than I want to. Many lasers. Big lasers. Got a Shira's class. She's one of my favorite designs. She's like my favorite hero class. 100%. It's just so good. I loved her whole her voice acting was amazing. Her attitude is great. The whole intro class, like, yeah, I'm just gonna take out my own colony right in front of the castle, because fucking why not? Her and Uni just, like, bitch slapping back and forth at each other, and then bitch slapping back with the console. Oh, so good. Like, unassailable commander energy.
But those two could just be a comedy act together.
Okay, so 78. Now I'll spend all 3 healers. Physical defense down. There's the overkill. And now bleed gets to start doing its tick damage. Physical defense down again, which is more about just getting multiple hits now. And, yeah. Like, I used Ashira throughout pretty much the entire castle, and, if it describes anything, everybody has access to Ashira's class now by the time I switched her out. Whereas for Gray, the only one who has access to his class is, Uni, even after she maxed it out. I don't know how that's possible. Nobody wants to be that class.
That's, unfortunate.
Which is why I'm carrying him around again now.
Okay, buddy. Surprise.
So long as somebody else gets access to it, then we should be good to just go back and use whoever I want again. How are the classes doing? Tyon will be next. He's at rank 9. Full Metal Jaguar is also a really interesting class. Like, it seems... I totally understand how it's tricky to use, because it seems like it sort of changes the behavior of most other classes. Like, your focus should be less on canceling and more on use your art when the enemy's using theirs. And maybe you can get the benefits of both if you stack them up full of, like, reducing auto attack intervals, so that you're hitting more often and you have more chances to cancel.
Yeah, Jaguar really benefits from, like, shortened auto attack time.
Staboosh. FMJ getting that X rep. Yeah, that was a thing I was curious about when I first looked through the classes. I'm like, Full Metal Jaguar is absolutely an X class, but there's no reason Elma should exist in this world, so who's gonna be the rep for that?
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
Anywho's it's. We're gonna keep exploring, but I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, alright? Back in a moment. What the fuck, Sweet Chimo? I'm gonna have to remove your VIP status if you keep up that kind of an attitude. Dislike Tora more than Tatsu. This is impossible. These type of incorrect...
Well, that's without Poppy.
It doesn't matter. These types of straight up lies, these non-facts won't stand here. Won't stand for them. Manana is also super high tier. Both of these Nopons are great. Both of these Nopons on their own are better than Riki, I'd say. Both of these Nopons together make them into, like, top tier character.
I still find it strange how deep Riku's voice is.
100% just an English casting choice. I heard the Japanese Riku on Japanese Quest stream last night. It's typical high-pitched Japanese mascot voice.
Okay, so it's just translation, making his voice a lot deeper.
English voice cast decided they wanted to do that for a Nopon, and I'm glad they did. It's very goofy, and it makes it stand out and be memorable.
There.
Sorry, I'm stuffing my face with a little bit of bread here. What you guys talk about?
Nopon and Xenoblade X.
Cool. Let's continue.
You didn't charge off on your own.
This way? This way it looks like a way I haven't been yet.
Speaking of Tora, there's actually someone I saw who did not know the difference between Tora and Riki.
If they're not a Xeno fan, then that's fair. I can understand that.
Yeah, they only played two.
Okay, wait, no, fuck that. No.
They found us.
If they played one of the games and they still didn't know the difference, then that's weird. That's weird.
The memory, it was a funny little thing, you know?
What? Those weren't words. You just laughed.
They were their memories were kind of bad on Tora.
Okay. If that's the case, then fine. I can buy that. Keyword age. Tora's a kid. Riki's a dad. But more important is that Tora has a mohawk and Riki just has a straight puff up. Also, Tora wears clothes and Riki wears naked. And Tora is about technology and Riki's about jungle life.
Yeah, they're very different characters.
Shall we deal with this?
I mean, yeah, we can continue to point out how obvious it is to people who know both characters, but the whole point was this person didn't. Maybe their memories were a little foggy, that sort of thing. And that's there are probably their own reasons for that. I don't want to mock them. Just I believe if you played one of the games, unless you know absolutely nothing about the other game, you should probably still recognize the difference. Why is there a giant fucking canyon here? Okay, at least there's open air. I thought this was all going to be like an underground just expanse.
That would be a dangerous foe.
That's quite rare.
We got level 61 big fishies.
Not to worry. Just stick.
And correct me if I'm wrong too. I think the only places you saw these fishies, I'm probably wrong, but I know for sure that you saw these fishies in the,
Left area?
see that, I wasn't going to say left area, but that's proof that I'm wrong. Because I knew that you saw them in Torna, and I know that you saw them in the cave where you go to find the third sword.
Which is in Lefthyria.
But it's not Lefthyria. It's its own area. It's underneath Lefthyria. So if you're talking about Lefthyria in the open air, that's different from inside that that cavern.
Guys, get ready to fight.
It's the mouth? The mouth? What mouth?
It looked like the mouth.
What does? Like, the mouth of what? That's Uriah up there. What are we in right now? Uriah's mouth? Oh, that, yeah, no, that's Uriah still up there. We're not there. But we do have another big mechanical door down here. So basically, all I was trying to say with that is that, like, places that are directly linked to Torna, like to Adam, that's the only place I explicitly remember seeing these big fishes. Spirit Crucible Elpis, that's the area. I knew it started with an E, like Elpis. I can't get through this door from this side. This is just gonna probably open from some quest or something, because the area behind it is also not linked to anything, unless I could fall into it from above.
We've really walked a bit, huh?
So, back to Iota.
Yes. How do I back out? I don't want the area map. I want
You select map from the menu.
Yeah. Taurus Hollow. You know, with a name like Taurus, it's also sort of lending to me to feel like Torna. Taurus region full. Let's pop back up to here. To the, Purus Palicolum. Yes, that is a special. That's a big level 74 monkey. Named Impish Langobard.
That is definitely a name.
So I see another container down here. We got some goggles going at it. Just gonna sneak in here and grab this real quick.
And
Fire apricot. Ooh, I want to try a fire apricot.
They would probably set your mouth on fire.
Perfect. I like spice. Not on coin. We go with the Ignals. Or Ignas. Goggles, Ignals. Just don't breed them.
Ignals,
Don't breed these things.
Igna and Gogol.
We went in exact opposite directions on that.
I'll draw them. No love lost.
Sure, just go for the inner link. I just want to kill it fast. Ends to boosh, and keep boosh-booshin'. Knockback, annul reaction, mortal bullets, AoE blowdown, P-def to AoE, hammer revolution, hammer revolution. Crush.
that was spectacular.
And I was the
Good.
MVP.
So we get some more
You're all
coins.
thinking it.
There's another container over there.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Still not seeing anything that could look like a colony, and I think this is in fact the same spot where I said that last time. There it is. That leans more towards my feelings if this place is Satoral. Ignis and Gogol's were both in that area, and it may have been the only area that they were in together. You also have the quad wings flying around. You know what? That's not a throw. I don't know how to words. That is worth consideration. Those are links that all together form more leanings towards that direction.
Get away!
Oh god. Oh, I wanted to fill out the map, but there's a big fishy.
When you want to go after, when you want to send a dead body, but then a level 60 fish comes out.
I know, it's a common occurrence. Something we all have to deal with at one point or another. Done any side quests in Colony Tau? I have not, no. I did Tau stuff, and then I immediately went off and started looking at other things.
Like trouble found us.
Oh, it's also a unique. Or an elite. Unique is orange, elite is blue. I keep getting those confused.
Remember, if it's blue,
No, but you see that's not gonna that's not actually a help. You're just saying remember that. I'm like, I need an actual tip to help remember. Because unique feels like less of a worry than elite to me. Elite feels like this is actually dangerous, and unique is like, oh, that one has a different name. But this treats them separately. Unique is like, oh, this is basically a named boss, and elite is just a little stronger version of a regular enemy.
This is easy going. You're dealing with me.
Cheers for that.
My power flows free.
they're called them named monsters because they're titled.
I would agree, but the game doesn't call them named monsters, so I am not reminded of that nickname very often. Excuse me. So, Palisade, are you pushing me to do quests for Tau? Because we're definitely not gonna this morning.
I'm the girl with the gun.
I'm trying to find where Iota is, and then after that, we're gonna move on with story for a little bit. Because I could just probably spend almost all of today doing side quests if I really wanted to.
Nice find. Huh? Is that?
Maybe I'll find Tau, and then I'll ask what people want to do. I do want to push through a bit more plot.
May you sleep peacefully.
Opto Monkey is way less intimidating than Oblivion Wing Gym. You know what? I think I'm okay with just continuing to get the unique and elite confused for the rest of the game. I'm fine. I can just get it wrong every time and then correct myself every time
I'll follow your lead.
and keep irritating people forever.
That was fucking cool.
Fair.
Look at me, damn it. Look at me. Maybe if the Vanguard does not have a taunt, this class would benefit from the gems that are like, just get more aggro.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Okay, I was about to get upset that there was another cave, but this just links back to the earlier cave. So it's not more exploration, it's alternate paths.
Yeah, it's the same cave.
I think I found a couple super bosses.
This was a nice find.
I imagine that the proper super bosses will be things you get after the game is finished. But yeah, I found 3 or 4 like level 80 plus elites or uniques, which feel like super bosses.
I have yet to find unique monsters. I have gone into triple digits, and there might be some because I know the previous 2 had them in the past.
Yeah, but that's what I mean by the like post-game super bosses. I don't think that you'll ever find those before credits roll.
Oh, got a rare doodah right here.
You think you're all that, do ya?
Slan Wondersphere? Oh! It's where an Annihilation event happened. Oh, shiny. Shiny stone. Shiny stone. There's also an obscene amount of pickups in this game, like way more than the previous games. You look at an area and there's just like 30 white dots.
Look at all these pickups.
This has got to be worth a bunch.
Blossom Dance doesn't give a QTE. Yeah, the QTE in Xenoblade X was just because, Xenoblade 1 was just because it was your talent art. That's it. And the talent art, Xenoblade 1 had a lot of those timing-based things, which Xenoblade 2 also had, and now that I think about it, Xenoblade 3 does not. Here's the colony. Finally found it. It's just a door. Seems to be locked.
Welp.
That's quite rare.
So I need to find the last little, crew that's kicking around before I can open the door. I bet that's what it is. But there's also these big fishies floating around.
Where are the rest of the Iota troops?
One of them was supposed to be down in this direction, but I haven't come across them.
Orders?
More enemies. I'll keep them occupied.
What's the enemy?
I'll draw them. Thanks for support. Advance cooldown. Imperial.
The strongest super boss in X was Telethia the Endbringer at 99.
What's the enemy?
I didn't play X to the point of seeing super bosses. I violently ejected the thing from my Wii U after the credits in rage. Alright, let's do the more hits. Big hits. Launch. guess I don't. Push it off. Push it off the ledge. Push it off the ledge. Get it off the ledge. Push it. Push it. Go back. A little more. A little more. Oh, it wouldn't fall off. So close. Now you guys can do your big crit one to finish this off quick. Stab, 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 stab. Doesn't Noah have abilities that give him more damage on every crit? And then he's got that one art that basically does 8 guaranteed crits?
I hope we can make use of this.
I think.
Xenoblade 1 for sure had a few bosses that were over 100. I know that with 100% certainty.
Yeah, the Avalanche of Assi was 120.
This looks like it's behind the door. So, but, okay, maybe I have to come at Iota from the side. Down here. Because I do remember I've been to this arch area before. Last time I was here, the enemies were around level 40, and so I couldn't proceed. But now I'm at that level. So I can go get that container and that dead body. And then we can push up to the colony. You know what? This makes sense that the colony would be approached here where we saw the commander to the colony.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fair.
I was just thinking that, you know, that other one, like, maybe all of the quests would be in areas that are not the front door. That's how it went to me, because the other 3 were nowhere near the front door.
Why don't we try going into Iota through the back door?
I didn't think we'd go into it. I just thought we'd do all those elite squad quests. That's all.
That smarts.
That's really weird. I found a part where the camera just goes dark. It's like, clouds? No clouds. Clouds? No cloud. Oh, wait. One of them stopped having clouds. The clouds just separated.
Such is the officer's duty.
Okay, so we get that. Glad to finally have those off my map.
That smarts.
We're at 3 hours and we still haven't really done much of anything. But exploring kind of is the thing half the time in a Xenoblade, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, I'm only flushing this in so that I don't have to come back and do it later. If you were forced to live in a colony, what colony would you choose? This seems very much related to what's your favorite commander or favorite class. I don't really know enough about the Agnes colonies to say for certain. I know a bunch about the Kevis colonies. But the Agnes ones still seem more mysterious. Nine's having food problems. 30 seems fun with all the robots.
I would, the colony I want to choose we haven't actually seen yet.
Well then, of the ones we've seen.
Okay, of the ones we've seen... Probably Lambda.
That's, the one Tyon was from, right? Giant laser turtle?
Yeah, Yeah, giant lace turtle.
Lambda seems... Yeah, Lambda has the auto levs.
They've spotted us.
It seems like we are, in fact, supposed to just punch straight through the front fucking door.
Just go in, guns blazing, taking down Iota.
Why not, I guess? This is where the next quest marker is. And I'm considerably higher level than everything in here. Probably choose the turtle colony. Why all the love for the turtle colony? Remember, they had the auto levs, but the last we heard of them, they went nuts and almost killed some people.
We're flying, eh?
I think I'm going for colony 30. 30 seems fun. 30's in a very defensible position. 4 would have been good because it was a silver colony, but it got knocked down to dirt, so they were probably getting no resources for a while. Here comes the Xenoblade. Why? Why are we incoming? I would go for the Juniper colony. You want to go for the ones where everybody wants to die? Just confirming. You know that's that colony, right?
Now, Juniper's is colony Tau.
Yes, where everybody wanted to die. They were all ready and just willing and accepting of like, life ends anytime. We don't want you to take out our flame clock because who are you to interrupt our peace with moving on? Sure, they got better, but for a while that was the colony vibe. Okay, hit, and then we do the big crit, stab, slash. Oh wait, I got them backwards. Slash, and then stab. Yes, I love death. All right, if you're up for that, just making sure. I punched straight through the door to Iota as well. It didn't end well for me. Yeah, but you're at a much lower level than I am.
Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
So is that a tree or is that a Telethia? Looks like a tree root.
It's a tree.
Yeah, it could be either, but it's probably a tree root. And here's the back door, so can I open this? Nope. Have to do other stuff in the colony to do that.
Read the colony to open door.
That's a tree. Yeah, but like Telethia and tree both have 2 E's and a T.
Treelepia.
And if you think about it from the Japanese perspective, when they don't have a difference between R and L, then they have the same one of that letter too. Colony base entrance. This is totally it. Yep. Hey, you killed some of our squads, and that's unrelated to just barging in the front door. Hi, how's it going? I really want to give Monsoon Josh chat privileges because Monsoon Josh is like the only one in the chat that is stuck with emotes. I just don't know if I can trust him yet. It could be dangerous. I want you to talk, Monsoon. I want to talk to you. I just need to be super confident you're not going to accidentally spoil a thing. You should do the secret knock on the locked door. I'm sure that'll work.
That ether's really flowing. That ether's really flowing.
All right.
I've gotta keep their attention.
I want to take a gamble. Josh, you've seen how strict we are in spoilers, right? You've seen the warnings a few times. You've hung out for Xenoblade. I'm gonna give you VIP, and I'm gonna trust my mods in the chat to be diligent if you say something a little too eager. All right? There you go. Give it 5 minutes and refresh the chat if you need to. You should be able to speak soon. Was there any Telethias in Xenoblade 2? I don't believe so. Because Telethias were very much a Bionis thing. Josh has confirmed in Discord that has only played Xenogear. Okay, cool. Yay.
We can make use of this.
But that's still cool that you've played Xenogear. We've still got some Monolith love.
It's do or die.
I just want more info on Moritha from 2. I think that's the whole thing. Like, Moritha has not much info because it was the remains of an abandoned society. Technically, they're in this, considering what we know of Telethia. I've been wondering that, when and if we're going to see stuff about Telethia. It's not a guarantee that they're here, but, like, I bet towards the latter third of the game and in post-game, we're going to see some more stuff about, like, the worlds before, you know?
Speaking of Martha, by the way, I like how that place is basically just been overtaken by nature.
Well, it's not that it was overtaken, it's that it got meshed up with Mac the Forest, which was a jungle.
It's nice to see that the abandoned city actually has life in it again.
Although it is weird that, like, it sort of conveniently combines to give, the tropey vibe of, like Last of Us almost. Like, abandoned, like, ruined city. It's just been so long that, trees and vegetation have taken it back again. In Xenoblade 2, that couldn't happen because it was at the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Keep hitting them. Do you think Tyon and Uni... You know what? I'm going to try for it. I'm going to give them this level 3 chain attack interlink, and we'll see how much damage they can pull off. Reclaimed Urban Sprawl, that's it. Greatly increases damage ratio and fully heals all allies. Damage ratio boost, please. And then Senna for some extra hits. AoE and Aggro Plus. Shouldn't have gone for Aggro Plus. Damn it! It's a perfect 100. I wanted to use my healers.
Oops.
I don't think I've ever seen these cutscenes, because I never use these guys. Oh, not ever, but I rarely see this cutscene. They're not the big damage one, right? They're both healers. Valdi can be nuts. If you're up against something mechanical, Valdi is insane. He got up to 150% on his own. I have never seen it go higher than 300. I got 300% once.
There is one hero I managed to get like 600 on.
Like 600 tactical points?
Yeah, 600 tactical points.
Jesus Christmas! That is not okay. That's like not okay.
And yet I made it happen.
Somebody was mentioning earlier No Love Lost. Yeah, it's a good move. Drop physical defense. It's a really good one to put on as a bonus effect too. Drop a bleed on that too. Now, is this gonna push him over the edge?
Any last words?
972.
Gonna walk all over you. You know the drill.
You can count on me.
It's gonna be close. Yes, good. Ooh. Oh, I only got one extra attack after that. Oh, good, good. Conquered.
Now that's teamwork.
This is something decent, right?
And Tyon is capped out, so we get a new class. Tyon gets to be... Yeah, so we have a few more people that have picked up on Full Metal Jaguar now. And we don't have somebody actually playing as it. So let's have Tyon go through Jaguar.
I'll take the offensive then.
The outfit actually fits pretty well on him because he's wearing all black to begin with. And his skin and hair are particularly dark too. Yeah, this might actually be Tyon's best outfit. I like this a lot. The orange band on his jacket and leg kind of go with that armor too, with some warm colors. I thought Torna was a Telethia. It could be a very, very large Telethia. You're not totally wrong on that. Steel Cleaver, auto attack interval. You would do better with some dexterity. Arts, quick draw, evades attacks, boosts damage when hitting from the front. Dead set fully removes own aggro. And accuracy up. Do... Wait, that's a buff, so do maximum voltage at the same time as a stance. Because if you're going to remove all your aggro, then you may as well come back in guns blazing. Boost damage dealt when attacking from behind. See, I don't want to do attacking from behind and from the front at the same time. %, chance to ignore defense, frontward AoE. Yeah, go with that one.
Demolition.
Overfall is ether defense down. Better to use quick draw, boost damage when attacking from the front. 30% chance to ignore defense.
Violent flurry.
And then giant swing can go in for... I don't have physical defense down here. Art follow-up, yes.
Staying power.
Good evening, all. I just refreshed. I appreciate your faith in me not to spoil. I hate spoilers, just to be clear. Good, good. Nice. We're on the same page. Thank you, Josh. We friends. Skills. Ethereal ability boosts damage dealt by ether arts. Not going to use that much here. Damage dealt by physical arts, critical rate, and critical hit damage bonus. Those are good skills for now. And accessories, silver belt, those are okay ones to have. We'll go with that. I am already tired of this seeing their backs thing. I don't like this. Do not return to title screen. That's bad. Go to the background, background lineup. Gonna go with Noah and Mio for a little. No, you know what? I haven't put these guys in the front. Uni and Tyon.
I like the intercept one a lot. You know, let's see.
I think intercept just seems like a lineup, but closer to the camera, which is probably why I'm leaning away from it a little bit. This one seems good. Uni's a good person to take front and center. She's the personality for it. Okay, so I just sort of wandered over there to get some more map filled out. I walked right in front of the quest marker for Iota and then turned left. Like, but map!
Of being distracted.
But the map, though!
Quite a rare sight.
Yes,
I
the
can't
map
even call
is
this
important.
practice.
This one looking at me. Hey,
It's crazy that he just got there immediately went left.
Dude, that's what happened when I got into this area in the first place. I would like to point out this has happened twice in this area because, what was it? I got here to Zem's Crossway when it's like, hey, you should go south and do the story. And, well, here. You saw Colony Eye out, and then it said go south. And then I turned left, and I found the desert, and I wandered around the desert for 3 fucking hours.
Fair.
Yo, is Io directly fucking plugged into the Mechonis finger?
I don't think I've ever actually noticed that. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome! I wonder if that's like doing anything for them, if it's just environmental detail. Yeah, it's like structural support. So hi, I'm sneaking around in your colony, stealing your stuff.
Might as well claim this.
Maybe I should make an emote that's a yo.
Oh.
Because I say yo a lot in the beginning, and it fits as a Japanese like ending, like yo, yo. It's very stereotypical. You can use it as a declaration. What if I just go into the commander's tent, though?
We're gonna do everything except the quest at this point.
Taking your documents. Stealing your stuff. Stealing your stuff. Gonna break into your little container. Why is the Kit Kat jingle that I haven't heard in years, like, just permanently etched into my head? It's just Poppy. Just Poppy saying yo.
No.
Might as well claim this.
Okay, fine. Let's finally do Iota.
I'm glad we meet again, Ouroboros.
Hi, what's up?
So nice of you to come to us. Be assured I appreciate the kindness.
We don't really enjoy being hunted. The hunter's role is more our speed.
I don't really know if you can count this as being hunted, Noah. You showed up, they popped over on an archway once, and have ever since just sort of left us alone. We're the ones that barged in.
Our time is precious. If you insist on barring our way,
they didn't. They didn't.
we'll do what needs to be done, old compatriot or not.
No need for speeches.
That looks like a Zeke sword. That 100% looks like a Zeke sword. It's a little smaller, but it's the same shape.
Now is a time for action. I do hope you came prepared.
Hero Quest. Her Reasons. Oh, that's an interesting title. I guess we're doing the Hero Quest, and then we will move on with story. She's level 41. Oh my god, did it just trigger twice? I know why. Sorry, it's because I still have Stream Elements open. Yeah, let's save that and close that.
Oh wait, does she have the captains of the troops that you didn't fight?
Oh, maybe? But wait, there's... I wasn't actually able to find one of the troops. Wait, I thought the troop was here. I didn't see any other question marks, like quest calls on the map.
I know there was one in the region after Iota.
Oh, you're right. There was one around Lambda. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so I guess you can go straight to without fighting any of them, or if you want to make this fight easier, go after all the troops.
Interesting. That's really cool. My Purple Lightning Dream Smasher, welcome on in. Pew pew. Praise Jenga like a yo. Yeah, so somebody drop that for me in the suggestions box over in Discord, please, because I'm going to forget about it. Here's the particular wall I ran face first into. So, Suichimo, can you confirm for us, did she have all of her commanders? Because you would not have been at a level to clear them all out first. Her voice is pretty good, yeah. Hello, CJ the Grand Hunter. Hello, hello. Thank you for the sub. Which, yes, another sub with Prime. Thank you so much for that. You only get one of those and you spent it here. I really appreciate that. She had 4 people with her and I ran into her? Yeah, so Suichimo's confirming that is how it works.
Yeah, I actually did manage to be all the commanders, but I fought her by herself.
Lucky. I should be able to get her with a chain attack, too.
Come on now.
Yeah! Yeah, take her out! Get the big payoff!
I've got an idea.
Do you think this plan might work? Yippee!
Oh, alright. Increase the damage ratio. Stop twitching, eye. High accuracy. Evasion down would be good, because you seem like you may be a dodger. Is it stream buffering? Is it just me? We've got some drop frames. Yeah, the connection is hitting a struggle point. Like, the connection seems strong. But let me check. The other connection is even worse. No, it looks stronger. Give me a second. I'll try disconnecting and reconnecting on the other network. Or wait, is it going to get better? It just went up to 3 bars. It is not. All right, give me a sec. Checking requirements. I guess I can do this too while we're waiting.
You're in for it now.
Start streaming. So Senna's good. Now I can hit you with... Just lands should be able to do this. Oh, OBS is struggling. It does not want to reconnect. It's like stuck on connecting. Right, that was a healer. Fuck. Could not access the specified channel or stream key. Excuse me? Hello? Are we good? It reconnected.
Okay, stream is back up.
It might have just been stuck. Hi guys, yeah, we back. I said give me a second. I was gonna switch networks, and then OBS wanted to be a little complainer and not reconnect. Someone should go punch a console to get this fixed.
Check out what I've got in mind.
Mio next. I hope I've got enough to make it through 2 more orders. I should if I do this right. Yes, Tyon as an attacker gives me big points. I mean, not enormous points, but some points. And then we can Mio. So this is the overkill now. So I win either way. And I get some experience bonus, even if I can't get this all the way through. Imperial Sword, yeah, so Noah as a tank gives me the strongest person back, which should not be a healer.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against us.
But 2 people probably isn't going to be enough to finish another order.
I use my
If it's Tyon, maybe. Try for lands if I can get a really good payoff from both of these. Because that's 70, 84. I don't need a whole lot of extra points to make this work. Moondog should give me, yeah, a force match TP. That's 34. And that's it, I win. I get it. Front attack plus. Oh, you get bonuses for doing it at full health, too. Didn't know that before? Now I do.
Neato.
Get a cool. There's the Ouroboros reactivation. Going with Demon Punisher. Then we will Gray again to give me a bigger damage multiplier, which doesn't matter anymore, but it's just, it feels good. Some healer bops for extra damage, extra experience bonus. Neo 2. And then Tyon Quick Draw gives a bunch of extra shot. Nope, that's not the one that I wanted. Oh well. This game has so much going on, it seems overwhelming. It does a pretty good job of introducing things to you. It gets up to what feels like full pace faster than Xenoblade 2. I'm not
Yeah, and it actually does a really good job at actually teaching you how the game mechanics work.
And it lets you go back over tutorials and tips. And there's a lot of depth that gets introduced through tips that you don't see in tutorials. Like, you'll learn more if you go back and research it later.
Phew! Made it through that somehow.
How many times are we going to have to do this?
I was just about to say that.
Hi, console!
Console.
Not much of a quest here, is it? We just showed up at their front door, kicked it down, beat their commander, and now there's a console.
Manners, cur, that is Master E to you.
Just kick down the door.
I put a lot of effort.
Okay, guys, we're here to bust down your flame block.
Okay, shh. Voice lines.
Break her spirit, then fashioning her in my own image. She ought to have been my masterpiece.
What's the pilot going on about?
Alexandria, my cherished game piece. You should have made it much faster.
Who are you calling a piece?
I don't... Is he talking about Iota's
Neither
commander?
her nor us will ever be what you want us to be.
Oh, of course you will. And of course you will. After all, that's just your role. Very well. I think it's time for a quick rewrite. No use for all of these imbecilic sire characters.
Just straight into monster form? Okay.
Return to your seats for Act 2. Carnage! The curtains are about to rise.
Alright, level 42. I'm already ranking him by 5. This should be no problem. Alexandria went down incredibly easy, and I'm a little surprised she didn't even have a line. This one also maybe feels a little bit rushed, or like maybe a little not integrated as smoothly as like some other people's hero quests were. We gotta see how it goes from here, but yeah, I definitely feel a little bit off-put that, like, yeah, she showed up to block us once in a story scene, and then they just say we're being hunted. Even though they would have never bothered us again if we hadn't come to their front door. Does being hunted mean, like, they're sending out those squads after you?
Yeah, they're sending out the squads.
Okay. So then maybe that would have gotten some more payoff if we'd actually taken out all 4 of them and had a discussion about it. But I kind of skipped that part. So I think you needed, what was it? No, you didn't. Oh shit, because you could have discussed any one of the squads. You didn't need all 4. I was waiting until I got all 4 and I didn't see them. Oh, now I know what the problem was. Although, that said, knowing that I didn't see those conversations, I think what would have made it a little bit more... impactful is the wrong term, but like feel a little bit less off-putting, is if they weren't all at the same level. Because like, I saw all these squads and they were all around level 40, which means I just avoided all of them. Compare that to like if they sent out, like the first one you run into is level 25, right? So you actually can fight them. And then you get info, and then you have a discussion about it. And then later on, you get one at, like, level 29, and you have another discussion, so it feels more like a drip feed of, this keeps happening, you know?
Yeah, I think only the same level just because they show up here if you don't fight them. So having, like, a 25, a 29 or 32 and 40.
Yeah, but
be a little pretty
they could just change the level. Like, in the squad, they're one level, and here they're a different one. That's very much within the designer's purview. They can do that. Everything just happens, it feels like. Kinda, yeah. That's probably my biggest complaint. Like, disappointment about the game so far is that feeling. There's a lot of stuff that's optional, a lot of stuff you don't have to do. And, like, some of it is really well built up and slowly drip-fed, and some of it is just all of it all at once. Like, what should be weeks of, not weeks of playtime, but like weeks of character developments, like worth of game time, all happens in 20 minutes.
You like that? I'm serious.
You won't get away! I'll make your pay!
Okay, and now I can chain attack this guy too, because he's low enough. We can get another big overkill here. Boost damage by 80 per deal. Oh, this guy is not increasing the damage ratio. That was the last guy for some reason. Not for some. That was the last guy I was thinking of. He just does extra damage to low enemies. Or maybe he does both? Right, yes. Okay, his order is extra damage to low enemies. His integration into a chain gives him 1.5 times damage ratio. Now I get it.
I'll go first.
Already got that. Physical defense down, please. Grand protection is not an attack. Fuck that up again. Senna. Gray increases damage ratio when you select him. Yeah. That's just chat delay.
You can't get away.
Okay, so we got that one complete. We get him back again.
I might have the answer. I'm on way.
Going with a Mio because she does bigger damage and more hits, I think.
I'll go first.
Include him again for more damage ratio, and probably lands this time for physical defense down. But the defense didn't take. And then Uni, bleed would be good. And he resisted both of them. 2 chances for a bleed, neither of them landed.
We're not done yet.
unfortunate.
Lands this time. That's not great. I'm probably not going to have enough for a third order, so we're just going to go in with Noah this time. Use both the healers and Tyon should give me enough. Physical defense still didn't land. He's resisting everything.
I can follow that up.
Both of them. And then Tyon for... Yeah, quick draw. Does Amobius have blood? They might. I know I've had bleed work on them before. Yeah, it just lands. Lance could not finish an order on his own anyway, so that was a good call.
I'll go first.
Front attack. Good, so that's 84 points. I can spend both of my healers for some extra hits.
Follow your lead.
See, what I'm thinking is there's no reason to resist the defense down, but he's doing it anyways. Is it demolition? Yeah, that's the AoE.
This isn't the end! This is the decider! You're finished!
$413 EXP bonus, not bad. Mobius just has high resistance, that's possible. That's likely even.
The applause are so rapturous.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, more or less.
For now. But all this fighting really takes its toll on you.
Oh, really? That's not how it looked from where I was standing.
I guess she's just fine now? She, from where I was standing, she was sitting.
It was impressive the way you beat him. And a big help, too.
Wait, what's she saying?
So she didn't want to be with him.
Dame Alex! I'm putting my foot down. Only boring run-of-the-mill plans from now on. This one gave me anxiety.
Plans? Wait a tick. Was she trying to lure me in here?
I said I was sorry. Don't cry.
So it all went down according to your calculations?
Our goal was the defeat of the consul and to be released from his control. Though it was a long acquaintance we had, at least until we uncovered that lie of his.
What was he lying about?
So she just did this on her own. She's like Ashira. Like, we're done with this before you guys showed up.
It's a long story.
Yeah, she's a crafty little girl.
But anyway, making an enemy of the consul would have been a big gamble for
Not a
us
little
too.
girl. Not a little girl. This is a woman.
So to weigh
yeah,
the risk, we had to
crafty
figure out
woman.
just how strong you lot actually were.
So you used your friends and colony as bait. You thought if we were strong enough to deal with you all, we could stand up to the consul too.
You seem bitter about it.
But there must have been another way. Dispatch a scouting party or...
Oh, come on. We'd all reach homecoming before we got anywhere like that.
Sure, but see how much it cost you. It's not worth the sacrifices.
There is no victory without sacrifice.
So Uni was headbutting against Ashira, and Tyon's headbutting against Alexandria. In a more calm way, but similar.
If you fight according to those musty old textbooks,
Dookie the
you'll
god.
always be too slow. You're an old-fashioned man, aren't you, Tyon?
What?
Dame Alex, I don't think they'll respond well to that line of exposition.
Stop poking them, Alex.
Only Ouroboros can destroy our flame clock. Shouldn't we consider asking for their help instead of riding them up like this?
I'm not riling up anyone. Just some gentle teasing among friends.
Dame Alex doesn't actually believe the ends justify the means. You'll understand if you look closely at the colony and how things are here. What do you think?
Yeah, didn't they make a point of saying they have a ton of stuff stockpiled here? Like, they have sort of plenty to spare on a plan like this.
Might be good to look around before we enter into any partnerships.
What if that's exactly what she wants you to think?
Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'd like to trust her. She was quite open with us this far.
Good grief. How did softies like you even survive this long?
Dame Alex?
I'm sorry. I admit I may have crossed a line. We'll have time to say goodbye to the old girl later. Come along. I'll show you how we fight here.
All right. It's interesting. I will give it this. Every one of the hero quests and the ways that they're introducing these, they've all been very different. None of them are really retreading the same territory with a different coat of paint. And I've got to give that props. Mio gets to be... What do we need right now? We still need another healer, but she's the only one who's maxed all the healers. Actually, Mio only has 2 classes left. Would I rather a tank or a stalker? I've already got one of both. I think I'll take... Right now I'm still working on Gray. I want some more people to pick up Full Metal Jaguar, so I'll go with the Lone Exile.
I'll keep us safe from harm.
3 tanks, 3 attackers, 2 healers. Next person to trade off gets to max out gets a healer. So probably Uni. Is Xenosaga part of this universe? Not quite. Thematically, yes, very much so. But Xenosaga, in terms of licensing, still belongs to Square, so there's no explicit links.
I thought Xenosaga belongs to Bandai.
No, that's Xeno... Yes, Xenosaga. Xenogears belongs to Square. Didn't we... Oh, sorry, I misread that. Xenosaga
Yeah.
belongs to Bandai. Xenogears belongs to Square. What are we looking at? Slow walk? NPC slow walk?
Got another one. Levinus repair parts?
We got them, but no means of transport. Usual route goes the long way round.
No, there's a colony we could route through. Those cylinders, we'll manage.
We can add 2 days. We can make it on time.
Prioritize speed. Start with light goods.
That's the list there. I'll forward it on too.
What do you know? They're really pro at that.
They're not just regular soldiers. More like they're all officers.
We're reading the flow of goods to learn of the war. It's a very flat hierarchy here, you'll find.
Using a minimum of people to achieve maximum results. That's the way we like to fight. Of all the colonies in Ionios, we're a bit extreme in the way we use the cards. Pretty special, right?
You mean the cards in the iris?
Yes. They tell us what's needed as of right now, and it's an easy and efficient tool.
But soldiers' wills and skills, on the other hand.
Feeling useful makes you confident. Confidence teaches a soldier pride. Pride binds the team, fosters productivity.
I like this.
And leads a colony to victory. Right?
As a result, we can invest ourselves in more research, and it takes us a step beyond.
A step beyond.
Well, I did propose them. It's quite basic.
Wait, the Collectopedia cards, you made them?
The castle folk developed them. All I did was to issue the request through the console.
Meaning you made a deal with the castle?
Huh.
Surely that's
She just
not...
created technology.
I didn't do it lightly. It was necessary.
She's smart.
Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
And so I'm old-fashioned?
I agree. I like her. I like her a lot.
You're not mad this time?
I realized there was no ill will. We fight when we're confident. You and I think we're the same in that regard. I'm getting the impression that something must have changed you.
Thank the previous commander for that. He was a rash type, like this big one.
It winds you up, doesn't it? I get what you mean.
Oi, what the spark?
He's so large. He always takes up all of whatever
No matter
frame
what
he's on.
happens, you fight to keep everyone alive. And that's what makes a colony. All right, Alexandria. I understand you now.
Do you think we'll be useful?
Doesn't matter. I don't see people that way.
Oh.
Oh, good zoom in line. Good zoom in line. Noah got
back.
just a
We've
line.
unfinished business.
That's right. Time is precious.
there's another container back here. I saw this on the map when I started. Hold up. Flame clock, hold up. Just wait a moment. Wait, I'm not done stealing your stuff yet.
Need one more little bag to steal from.
Dame Alex is not merely resourceful, she's also a pugilistic precision, to which she possesses an attack power beyond the ken of ordinary foot soldiers. Her power is as fleeting as it is fierce, for falling upon the battlefield even once will diminish its potency. She fights to provide support to her 4 captains, wielding arts with which she weaves between enemy attacks. We should probably try something along those lines. Interesting, so her class is going to get more power the longer it stays up, sounds like. Ryza. Consul's gone, that's that. Never liked him. Though he thought well of Dame Alex, supported her. For that I'm grateful, but only that. And Kozali, what's up? Maybe you already know about it. The first time Dame Alex's battle game came together was against you guys. It was at her order that we lured Ouroboros so they'd approach from the south. How's that? But ease of attack, striking north of the Mechonis hand is typical, but exiting via the Aegis Wilderness forms a pincer. Yo!
So I guess that's why it can only enter via the south.
Our plan to lure you to this deceptive terrain yielded pretty good results. Dame Alex picked it out, of course, so there was some thought to it. Gambert. Mostly focused on Levnis engineering, but when I started I was a mere mechanic. I was running myself ragged with endless repairs, so when they asked about changing the roster, I spotted my chance. I found out a little bit later that Ryza had set it all up for me. That guy seems hands-off, but he's really involved. And we managed to buy ourselves a little more time. In this breathing space, I think we have an opportunity to grapple with serious issues. For example, researching the Levnis tech of Kevis.
We have some new names registered.
I like this. I like Alexandria's way of thinking of things and like leadership. It doesn't apply 100% in the real world because there's some people that just don't want to think or they just don't want to step up. But for the most part, yeah. I like the idea of being a little bit more hands-off with managerial stuff and empowering and teaching people to do their own decisions. And you only really get involved when they're struggling to meet them. It's good, it's good.
So all that's left is to smash it, yeah?
Yes. That way, Colony Iota will be free.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100% on board with how you played this. I don't appreciate being manipulated.
Look how big he is. He doesn't even fit under his own damn text box.
I'm sorry about tricking you before. I really do regret it.
Do you? Your plan came about. Maybe you didn't want it to happen that way, but I don't know if regret's the right term.
Yeah? What's to say you're not tricking us even now?
Insolence!
I'm sorry about Lands, but I would like to know what exactly your goal is here.
When you think about rules, you have to realize that they are closely entangled with the intentions of whoever set them. I don't suppose you'll believe me, but I just want to see what life's like outside of those confines.
No. I believe
Oh,
you.
she is a big thinker.
From everything you've told us, I can see how serious you are.
Thank you. And I'm counting on you. Let's keep it on the straight and narrow from now on.
Interesting choice of words.
Lands?
No, it's fine. I'm sure she's got nothing else left to hide now anyway.
Love?
That's where you're supposed to agree and confirm that we don't have to be suspicious of you.
She's still hiding stuff.
Dame Alex?
No, I've got this. I'm not as old as I might seem, so I don't quite have the authority you might think yet.
You don't... Wait. Which term are you in?
Oh, she's young. Third?
Sixth?
Okay, 6th isn't bad.
What? Shut up. You cannot be 6th term.
Hush! Not so loud.
I thought for sure we were the same term. You just have this dignity about you.
I work really hard for that, you know? Some colonies plan surprise attacks if they work out the timing of when the next generation of soldiers rolls over.
Ooh, that's... Okay, so there is, like, timing on when things come about.
And also, well, you know, reasons.
What reasons?
Dame Alex thinks she looks too young, so she likes
mean,
to
when
put on a
everyone
touch of
lives for
cosmetics
10
to give her
years,
features
there's
extra
going to be
character.
like major shifts in military.
Well, that's the thing. There might be, but it's not for sure. Maybe it's a drip feed. Like, if it's a drip feed where you just get new people pretty constantly, then there's no big term rollover, right? If it happens once a year, then you can tell when it's going to happen. You can time things about it. But if it's just like constant, like 1 week you get a new person, 1 week you get a new person, and then they're just sort of distributed one by one, that's a different thing.
That was not public information.
Also, she wears makeup to look older. Got it.
You were just gonna leave them all guessing otherwise.
Not really what I expected.
Well, that's your fault for assuming, isn't it? Having presence is important for a commander.
This might be going over my head, but it sounds like a struggle.
For your information, the only ones who know this are my team chiefs and Chickadee. This is one secret I expect you to take with you unto homecoming.
Don't tell anybody. Shush, you shut up.
I understand.
You shut up. Stab you myself.
Here we go!
So how does he get down from there? He can launch himself up, but then he's still 200 feet in the air, and he's no longer interlinked.
Don't worry, they're fine.
The party bore witness to Alexandria's ingenuity for survival and got a glimpse of her situation. They agreed to keep her being a sixth-termer top secret. And in Cursor. Who do you think's gonna get this? And do you think it's gonna be like what role? I mean, according to this here, I think the color tells you the role, so I'm gonna bet attacker. Do you think Tyon is gonna get it? I do not think Noah. Noah, I don't think, like, I mean, Noah's like basic protagonist, sure, so he's gotten a couple that we haven't expected. Lanz didn't seem to... Like, Lanz antagonized her a little bit, but I don't think enough to be, like, really an inheritor. Tyon, maybe, because they both had, like, butting of heads over style of thinking. My guess is Noah. We got a lot of people guessing Noah. I really don't want it to be Noah.
Well, I'm just gonna say Mio.
But you already said you know it. Okay, I was right.
I'm just
I was right.
throwing it out there.
I was right. It's Tyon. Tyon gets an attacker.
Yeah, it's Tyon.
Damage increases with each critical hit, but beware as the damage bonus resets upon incapacitation. Oh, no, wait. Palisade said he knows. Gotcha. Nootka! Ah, Nootka! How's he finding life in a silver colony? Everything about it is so wildly different compared to back home. I'll be bringing some learning back from it, however small. Wait a second. Are you from Tau? Did we just fucking liberated this place? How are you here already?
Magic.
Just waiting outside the front door. Okay, yeah, characters. Tyon is also the... No, Uni's the next one to switch. So, let's check it out. From the Heroes page. Heroes. Level 48. Craft Maiden Alexandria. An S in attack power, but a D and a D in defense and healing. So, pretty damn fragile.
Yeah, she's basically a glass cannon.
Increased critical rate by 75% when attacking from the back. Inflicts break on an enemy when attacking from the side. Grants a high critical rate. Evades enemy attacks while art is active. She's also got reversal edge. Boosts critical rate against enemies performing arts by 70%. So kind of like the Full Metal Jaguar, right? She's got some moves that are better when the enemy is attacking or doing something. Mirage Divide boosts damage against enemies performing arts by 70%. Crit rate and straight damage. Supreme Sword boosts damage dealt when attacking launched enemies by 120, and it starts at 580. So if you can hit an enemy who's launched with this thing, you'll get like 1,000% damage boost. Plus a crit. Her skills boost damage dealt by 6% when landing a critical hit up to a maximum of 150. Oh, and they all get upgraded at rank 20. So there is a dedicated bonus for getting up to rank 20 of a thing. Floating kill boosts critical rate by 80% when attacking a launched enemy. Boost critical rate of auto attacks by 100%. So she gets more damage. She gets more damage on getting a crit and is just way more likely to get crits. I for weak points.
Yeah, so her
successful attack boosts critical rate by 1.5% of initial. Each successful attack boosts critical rate by 1.5% of initial value. So just by continuing to hit, she also increases her crit rate.
Yeah, also her auto attack has a base crit value of 72.
Yeah, so seems like that damage will go up very, very quickly, but she's also very, very fragile. I haven't used this, but I can't wait to use it. It looks fun. Yeah, and she comes with an ice headband to give her more crit rate. With an awesome Zeke sword.
All crit.
Yeah, she's coming with me for a little while. Sorry, Gray. I've got some more people with Jaguar now, so you are no longer strictly necessary. I'm gonna take another bathroom break real quick, and then we'll walk around the colony a little bit, get some info, pick up some side quests. We may get to story after that.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
But we'll deal with that when it comes to it, alright? Back in a moment. How does everyone feel about potatoes? Mashed potatoes. Love them. Most potatoes are good. I don't really like scallop because they taste too much of onions to me, but they're also good. They're tasty. Still have one more traversal skill I could get later. I got a bunch of item retriever. Speed jogger is still only the one. No swift swimmers yet. I bet I'm only going to get one of those. Let's keep talking. Chit-chatting. Like 1-2 more conversations and I should get an affinity rank up here.
Or you can just go to the Collectopedia cards.
No, I can't spend those there. Those are being saved for gem crafting and for the big bot, big robot. In gratitude for your courageous work here, congratulations. Thank you. So she's just like part of the commander squad. Possibilities. What's this? Everyone's having a grand old time. Standing, stiff as boards. I guess you don't know about this. Today's Harvest Day. It only happens once a month. What's Harvest Day? It's an evaluation day, basically. I wasn't paying attention to her accent. Does she speak English or does she speak American? It looks like she's got a crystal on her chest.
I think it's American.
Every month we evaluate soldiers on their cooperation, boldness, and results. It's a day for us to show our appreciation for the soldiers who contribute the most. Can I be straight with you? In my book, evaluations are pretty much the exact opposite of fun. Oh, it's not the evaluation everyone's looking forward to. The chosen soldiers get to ask for anything they want. What, like anything? Like cured Amu sirloin? Or some seafoam soap? Anything. Within the realms of possibility. Sparks alive, that sounds wicked! And next we have Misaka of Sequoia's team. Is Misaka here? You don't think she's still in the intel analysis suite, do you? She might be. Probably clean forgot today was the day. I did tell her in advance. Shall we go get her? You can keep the show going. Couldn't ask you to go to all that trouble. It's like right over there. It's like it would take 30 seconds to walk there. It's impossible. In fact, I'm going to run away. I'm going to do it. Could you give this to her? Harvest Day Tiara. You don't have to give it to her in person. Her team's really busy. I wonder if there's something going on. They won't mind. Just tell them I sent you. I wouldn't mind talking to Misaka myself. Can I leave you to take care of things here? All in a day's work. Harvest Day. Okay, cool.
Names registered.
Could do that if it's, yeah, right here within the colony.
So that's the state of affairs.
Sleeping? Sleeping. How could this? I just can't. It's all some. She's asleep. Hiya! Enemy raid! I think she's awake. Dame Alex, what'd you just do to her? I understand opening up acupuncture points is one way to relieve fatigue. So's a punch and the kisser. You've been selected for Harvest Day. You should have been notified. Oh, I thought I'd have a nap till it was time. Yeah, okay, pause your ponios. Why do you think we came all this way? You hand over the tiara. Take the tiara. Oh! Yay, I did it! Now I can get my luxury shampoo! Chickadee Sensei regards, all that stuff. Congrats. Try not to oversleep in future. If this was the battlefield, you'd be dead. But you've done some sterling work. I'm expecting good things from you in the future. So I guess some rest was worth it. There's a procedure to follow. Good shampoo's hard to come by. Harvest Day is about the only chance you get your hands on it. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's been an enlightening experience. How long have you had this evaluation system in place? Since Chickadee arrived, so for 2 years now. About the same time as Colony Iota started to distinguish itself. Ah, so it's because of that. The girl's not a fighter, but she excels at this kind of thing. If you want to know how it works, you should ask her yourself. We need to report back to Misaka anyways. Let's get back to Chickadee. We need to report back about Misaka.
It's already getting dark.
Don't you think the distant fingertip would make for a good lookout spot? Ooh. They still know it as the distant fingertip. It sure would, but it'd be...
It's strange how, you know, it's fitting and strange how Distant Fingertip is one of the few places that hasn't had its name changed at all.
I mean, actually, a bunch of them haven't had their names changed. Like, they still know Melneth's Shoulder as Melneth's Shoulder, too. And I couldn't even identify that place. And Danag Desert is still Danag Desert, too. And that place was on a dead titan. There's no reason that one should still have its name.
Fair.
Good work with everything. We gave the tiara to Misaka. All the awards have been given out. He said Sequoia's team was busy. Looks like it's taken its toll. Following Collectopedia card movements takes great patience and concentration. So they can just see all the Collectopedia cards here. The evaluation system was your idea. And somehow I made it come to fruition with Dame Alex's backing. If all we wanted was an evaluation system, Flame Clock and Homecoming would have done the job just fine, but you have to wait so long to see the results that way. I wanted something more immediate. It serves a direct personal benefit and stops people losing heart. I'm not really one of nature's fighters, but if this is the only way I can support the colony, I'll do it with pride. Yay! Building community feelings. Feels good.
I see.
And that's my Colony Iota updated. No relations with other colonies yet, though. I want to see how more of those colony relations build. Have you seen the state of food and medical supplies in Colony 4? You can add equipment and ether cylinders to that list too. They're running out of resources all across the board. So this place is like kind of just a central hub for information. Even though they're like on Agnes' side, they maybe they only can see stuff about the other one. I keep forgetting their names. The V side.
Kevis.
Kevis, that's the one. There's a V in it. About Kevis now that they're freed? That might be the implication. But if they made the Collectopedia cards and then they implemented them with the Agnes Castle, then how would that technology have even gotten to Kevis? It is a distribution center, yeah, so that kind of makes sense. Before Lexi became commander, the colony really was the pits, but now it's moving full steam ahead. There's not really much need to spend resources and energy on war anymore. I'm not sure what the future's gonna bring, what I'll do. What about this one? Chell was going on about supplies outside the colony. You know anything about that? Maybe our supplies in the colony aren't the only supplies Iota's got. It's just got even more! Colony 9's really fallen by the wayside. Both their rank and army numbers are down. Let's continue to watch their Collectopedia cards closely. There might come a time when we have to lend them a hand. Info acquired.
Interesting news.
They can see what's on the Kevis Collectopedia cards, and then both sides get the tech. But what I mean is, how would it have gotten from Agnes to Kevis? The consoles. They made a request through the consoles, and the consoles can operate on both sides. Which means the consoles just took it to Kevis.
Give it to the consoles, and then the consoles can distribute it to everyone.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the intention, because nobody knows that the consoles are working on both sides. But that would be how it happened. Consoles are like, hey, this is handy information. This actually works pretty well, and we can use it to manipulate people and manipulate resources. So let's give it to Kevis too. I'm not seeing another bit of info around here. Think. Mad knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, didn't I get a piece of info that was like 1 out of 2 for Iota's resources? Or Iota's?
It was like Colony 4 thing. It was like a Colony 4 thing.
That's what initiated it, but I think the actual info point was about Iota's resources. About those supplies we're sending to Colony Tau. They can wait. We've had a change of plans. Our next delivery is now going to Colony 4. Yeah, Colony Iota goods. There it is. So now we can chat about those and get some new food.
Everyone, get some rest.
Discuss. Colony Iota goods required Alexandria. That's a quest. Wow, we have 3 pages of discussions again. Let's talk about
Let's consider what we know.
Lambda's autolevs. Get this off. Lambda's autolevs still don't seem to be functioning. I mean, the ones we took down with Yissrs after the cave-in. We still don't know why they flipped out like that. Not only does the colony's best line of defense go berserk, it shuts down altogether. I don't like it. Shall we go and look into things? It's probably something we can help with. Should have done that when I went to Lambda for a side quest. Oh well. Wait, that was a quest? Damn it, I didn't think that was a quest. Information about these commanders. Let's get this out of here.
It's best we talk this through.
I talked to Archel a bit earlier. Turns out she's a real solid gal. Totally down to earth, clever, all that good stuff. Maybe these conversations change if they're before you liberate the colony and after. Uni's just on cloud 9 because Chell called her talented. Excuse me, good buddy, you jealous? Alright, I'm just saying. Chell's supposedly the most social among the colony Iota commando leaders. She's got a collected personality, sees things in their proper context. I expect she could get along with anyone. Her flawless support from the rear may also be based on those characteristics. I did get the feeling she looked at things from a bunch of angles. Sounds like a forced compliment if you ask me. Nobody actually did ask you, Muppet. You should talk to her yourself. Social healer. She might really be someone we wouldn't want on our bad side. And that's just info, yeah. Information about Ryza. Even free from the flame clock, some people might take a while to get used to the new situation. But it still seems things in Colony Iota have calmed down significantly. They're already used to individually considering their present needs. They know that if they got time to waver, they've also got time to act. What was that guy's name? Ryza, right? His level of calm is out of this world. Not a single emotion on his face. He's in his 10th term, that'll be part of it, but more than that, he's Alexandria's right-hand man. Trust is like binding. Trust like that is binding. Perhaps he's had to walk through enough fire to get where he is. Talk about the Hulks, because they're here. It seems Milik Meadows isn't the only place with a rusted out Feronis. If I had to guess, I'd say they're scattered all over Ionios. What bothers me is how total they are. Surely that can't be standard practice. Feronis come in different flame clock ranks. If they aren't used to their strengths, the defeat can be crushing. Retrieval and transportation of a Feronis comes with a cost. Leaving it to rot in the field can sometimes be simplest. And it turns into a monster breeding ground. Even abandoned, they can contain a wealth of supplies. If we see one, we should make an effort to check it out. Information about Philly.
It's best we talk this through.
My earlier theory has morphed into conviction. Philly from Colony Iota is truly an objectionable human being. What? It's rare for you to say something so emotional. The way he instantly becomes overfamiliar with any female interlocutor is a trait I'd find hard to stomach in an ally. Ugh. Don't talk like that, Tyon. Those are words that... even vocabby people don't use. Did I miss something? When he speaks with Mio, he blithely invades her personal space. That was a bit uncomfortable. I'll do you one better. He just went and grabbed me and sent his hands without asking. Run that by me one more time. It was just a handshake, I think. He didn't shake hands with us. What makes Senna so special? I can tell my gorge is rising again. I think even Alexandria cautioned him for being too flippant before. Maybe he's just the type of person that rubs people the wrong way? So he's adept at drawing people's attention to himself. He takes all the aggro, but in the exact wrong sense. Bunch. Gods, there's so many fucking quests lined up here.
Once you enter the quest pits, you cannot stop.
Collectopedia cards. So Alexandria came up with the Collectopedia cards, right? She said she got it implemented by a consul. I'm a bit surprised she managed to get approval for something like that. There are all sorts, even among consuls. There are some, like Kay at Colony 4, who treat the soldiers like tools, and others, like Iota, who allow the commanders to exercise their judgment. Bottom line is, there'd be no cards without Alexandria. I just have to wonder how she managed to persuade the consul to sign off on it. That's her gift. Makes me scared to think what depths lie behind that smile. Okay, so then at this point, I know what I've said I want to do. I want to go do some more story, right? I'm gonna ask what you guys want to see. Because holy crap, we've already been doing side quests for like 6 hours since we started Chapter 5. So, I might not even agree with the results of this poll. I just want to see like what people want to see. I want to know your opinions. Just a 1-minute poll. Excuse me. I really want to know where story is going, because Chapter 5 started like, hey, we're really near Sword March, alright? This has like been the goal of the whole game so far. Chapter 4 ended with the Queen and, Evil Noah, Evil Mio, and Ethel's alive again, and Chapter 5 started with, hey, the revelation that Senna's entire personality is just an act. Gotta... I want to know more!
This game does not stop with its revelation.
You have to stop it yourself. There's no downtime chapter to just like sit and take things in. It's like, if you want that time, you have to take it. If you go after story, it's just gonna keep fucking pummeling you. This game has a story. Question, back to story, 67%. All right, let's continue with Chapter 5.